Go, okay, you cannot fix an argument in an argument. Because that's what we usually try to do.
Yeah.
We try to fix the argument in the argument. And then you end up not arguing about the topic, but you start arguing about how you're arguing.
Yeah.
Anybody? Is it just us? Don't talk to me like that. Why are you yelling? What? I'm not yelling. You ain't heard me yell yet. This is not yelling. Well, it sounds like yelling to me. Well, you need to get your ears checked. But we had to come up with things to go, okay, this is not helping us. This is not healthy in our relationships. And these conversations are going too far. Or I would leave the conversation and walk away from the conversation. And because I'm a reflective processor, which means I need to take what information you've given me and go away and think about it. She's an aggressive processor, which means I need to say everything right now, and I need an answer before we leave.
Yes.
And sometimes those conversations would go like this, because she could have 4 conversations at one time. That's a gift. I'm more myopic, like I'm central focused, like this is the thing. And so I need time to take all you've given me. And so at some point when I feel like I can't take anymore, I walk away. But those conversations usually look like this. Okay, I need to go now. All right.
Are you serious right
yes,
now?
I can't listen anymore.
Let's be mature.
I
okay?
can't. I'm being
We can
mature
talk
by
about
walking
this,
away.
work it
Because this
out.
is driving me crazy.
This isn't fair.
I need some peace,
This
Jesus.
is not fair. You're hurting me.
Save
You
me,
are hurting me right now.
I can't. That's how it would go, because
It was fun,
need,
really.
That was, I needed to get away because that's how I process. And so what we learned out of that, so that we could be healthy, because we were like, we got to the point where we go, man, this is not effective. This is not healthy for our relationship. So we came up with the solutions when we weren't arguing.
Well, because I would always say, he processed of, I'm walking away and I need to take time, a day or 2 or a couple weeks.
Take all the
and
time
I would
need.
say, I need to fix it now because I don't like tension in my home. So let's work it out, let's talk about it, and let's come to a conclusion and forgive each other and then go have fun and love each other. And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
And he would say,
It sounds a lot more simple.
yeah, doesn't
when
that
she
sound
says
better?
It like that,
I mean,
right?
come on, right?
It sounds,
So
don't
he
clap.
would say,
First of all, don't clap for that.
that's not-
Don't clap for that.
Woohoo! And he would say, that's just not how I process. And then I would say,
any men in here process a little bit slower than your wife? Just, yeah, come
there's
on.
like 2 hands.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
There we go. Thank you.
So anyway, when we would seriously talk about it, I would always say, well, why do you always get to win? Because this is how I process. You process where you have to take time to go figure it out. And then in the meantime, I'm waiting and I'm hurting and I'm crying and I'm going, this is torment. This is torture. And I really felt like that.
Yeah.
And then he would say, well, I'm not trying to hurt you, but I'm like, but you are. And so we cannot function like this.
So we came up with, for us, the rules of engagement. And so what's going to work for both of us? And in marriage, I don't believe in compromise. Compromise means that someone's not going to get something. But we negotiate it. Negotiation means we both win. I hear you, I value you, you hear me, you value me. So we both get exactly what we need to feel appreciated, heard, and valued. So one of the things we do, like in those situations when we're not highly intoxicated with anger, we would sit down maybe on a date night, and I'll say, hey, babe, I notice sometimes when we have stressful situations like this, you like to tell me 4 or 5 things at one time, and you're really gifted at that. And I think that's an amazing quality, that you can run all those stories together. But that's not my gifting. My gifting is I can only do one thing well at a time. And I know you need to get it out. I know you need to get it out, and I respect that. But I want you also to respect that I need to process. And so in those moments, hey, what can I say to you in the heat of those moments that won't offend you, but to let you know that I'm full. I'm full. And so what she shared with me several times, it took us a few times to get it right. Share with me, because even when she said, well, I want you to not say that.
Yeah.
I want you to say, babe, it's not working. And then I would go, babe, it's not working. I don't like that. Don't say that. That's what you told me to say. Well, I don't like it. Well, then let's back to the drawing board. Let's figure this out. And so we had to negotiate what those terms look like. And when she's in those moments, sometimes it just became, I need you to grab my hands. I just need you to touch me and say, babe, look in my eyes. Let's look at each other and go, I hear you. I know you need to get it out, but I need to process. So can we come back to this in an hour?
Well, it was usually like a day. But
or 24
But
hours.
I had to. Come on. But
in the beginning, it was a day.
Yeah.
But over time, my processor, I changed it, and I got the 2.0 version. So
Yeah.
it took time. I had to build that muscle.
Yeah.